ready. Striker systems calibrated. No error found. Combatants, prepare to deploy.
Aleseness, ready at any time.
Welcome to Mecha BREAK, which is currently in an open beta or demo. You're watching me playing on PC as usual here on my channel, but the game will also be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and Series S. Mecha BREAK will be released during 2025 and it will be free to play, and the game supports crossplay between Xbox Series X and S and PC. Mecha BREAK is a third-person multiplayer mech game that offers players a wide array of customizable mechs, and you will battle with these colossal war machines across treacherous terrain when it comes to the different maps available. In the beginning you'll see me play a PvE part of a tutorial, if you will, which was pretty good and gave me an opportunity to get familiar with how the game mechanics works and everything. After that you'll be able to play PvP, which you'll see me doing quite some in this video, using at least 3 different mechs which all have different styles and abilities. Yes, there's quite many mechs to choose from that you're able to unlock as you progress, and that goes for customization options as well. Both the visual aspect of your mech, but also mods that you can get if you open supply crates. Each crate gives you one random mod for any of your striker systems, along with some matrix credits. You can play as an assault, sniper, reconnaissance, support, depending on what you prefer, and maybe also what other mechs your teammates are using when you're gathering up in the lobby, if you will, before starting the game. There's also sometimes variants in the same class. For example, I'm playing as a light sniper, however there's a heavy sniper class as well that you can unlock. There are 3 game modes available during the beta according to Steam, and that's 3 vs 3 deathmatch, 6 vs 6 hero shooter, or a PvPvE extraction shooter. So how does it feel playing this game? Well, I was a bit overwhelmed, not really knowing what to expect when I got into the game when it comes to the content available already, and I believe they've been able to create a mech game that feels quite good when it comes to controls, not being too hard to get into even though you might be fairly new to these kind of games. Some of the mechs are a bit harder to master than others. For example, if you aren't the type of player that likes a fast moving mech that can fly fast and switch between, like getting to the ground and fly again and whatever, then you might want to wait with, let's say, Falcon. Or maybe that's exactly what you're looking for. Then, well, again, it depends on your playstyle and your former experiences also when it comes to playing these mech games. I gotta be honest and say that I'm not a mech gamer per definition, definitely not, although I've played some through the years. So I also press the wrong buttons or keys on my keyboard once in a while in the beginning, not really knowing 100% what I was doing in every situation given. But as time goes by and the more you play, you do start to get the hang of it, which is usually the case with most games. And when you do, it starts to feel quite rewarding, I must say. Mecha BREAK is a Chinese game developed and published by Amazing Season Games, which most likely means that the servers for the game in China are often favored with more players, quicker updates, and possibly superior events in-game as compared to others. I hope this won't be a problem when it comes to the full release of the game, but I've seen other games that has suffered that were in the same position. But even so, the game looks good and plays well optimized wise so far, and can be played even on quite some low specs when it comes to PC, which is a factor that shouldn't be overseen. Hopefully that can also bring even more players into the game on PC alongside with the console players. The last mech game I played was Gundam Evolution and also Armored Core 6. I especially enjoy Gundam Evolution for what it was, a free-to-play online mech shooter, but it was unfortunately sunset some time ago. But a lot of people has said that one way, or maybe the best way to describe Mecha BREAK, is if you took the core gameplay of Armored Core 6, combined that with the aesthetic and speed of Gundam, and also added a little bit of Overwatch sprinkled on top for good measure. And I have to say that I agree quite some when it comes to that saying or in comparison. Does that mean that Mecha BREAK will have to compete with games such as Marvel Rivals and Overwatch as well, also being free-to-play titles? To a certain extent, yes, but you also have guys like me that are in general interested to try out new shooter games, even if it means leaving the boots on the ground infantry experience for some time. So maybe that can help Mecha BREAK to find its space within the nowadays quite competitive world of shooter games. What do you think? Maybe also the fact that you can customize quite some waifus with nice looking physical appearances when it comes to the actual pilots might attract some anime or Asian style RPG oriented gamers as well. Well, I guess the future will tell. But when looking at Mecha BREAK, you can tell that they seem to have quite an ambition with their game, especially when I went onto their website. Well, now it has been under development for quite some time and different playtests going on. And we're talking upcoming esports events and also a creator program when it comes to video creators, live streamers, artists and writers. So my early impressions when it comes to Mecha BREAK is positive, since I've had more fun playing than I honestly thought I would have at first glance. The gameplay feels pretty good, so does the graphics and the optimization, and there's already quite some content and customization options available in the game, even though it's not yet released. I don't have a strong opinion yet when it comes to the monetization model in Mecha BREAK, although some players have raised their concerns since there's gear in loot boxes. Now, could that become a pay-to-win situation? I hope not, but it might become, or already it might be a reason why some players don't want to play the game. They have at least confirmed regarding the dev studies that there will be no mods in ranked, but where does that leave the casual players? I guess we'll have to wait and see further down the line. Are there bots in the PvP mods? Most likely yes, especially when you start to play the game before climbing the ranks. If anyone has a more in-depth experience or a knowledge when it comes to bots in the game, feel free to fill in down in the comment section. With that said, I want to say thanks for watching, and if you want to stay in the loop when it comes to me playing and covering a variety of shooter and FPS games on my channel, then make sure to subscribe as well. Thanks for taking your time watching my video, and I hope to talk to you soon again in an upcoming video. So with that said, cheers and later.